Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be an update for my project pan. I actually skipped a month of uploading it. I'm not trying to do an update every month. I think I'm just gonna keep doing like however much progress I continue to see. If I'm, seeing a lot of progress within a short period of time, I don't have to do a video, just so these videos stay semi-condensed. I don't want them to be an hour long. So I guess we can just hop in. Quickly though, before we do, my face is looking, well, I have a lot of blush on my face. I used the one that's in the project pan, and I didn't really use any bronzer today, but my actual skin color on my face looks very, very pale compared to like my shoulders. I'm testing out a new foundation slash skin tint from YSL. It's the new Bare Look tint. I really, really love this formula, but I freaking grabbed the wrong shade. Surprise, surprise. It's a very pink, cool tone shade, and that's not my skin tone at all. So it's a little frustrating, but we're fine. It's fine. I can make it work. So don't worry about that. So let's start. I think I'm gonna keep going like down in order. I have a ton of products that I used up this round, and I think I'm gonna save at the end the products that I am switching out. I don't know if I'm actually going to be keeping, 21 products in this project pan all at once. It is a lot. If the project pan was, half of that size, I'd be okay with continually putting a product back in, but I've been doing a really good job at finishing up products, so I just want to keep that momentum going. And I think if I keep adding more and more products into this project pan, it might slow me down away from my goal of finishing the original 21 that I had. So let's get started. I'm gonna try and go in order from how I have it written down here on my list. I have a list here. So the first one up is the Hourglass foundation stick. I brought up that this one was in replacement to the J1 Jelly Pack that I finished up last update. So I still got a long way to go, guys. It is what it is. This is a very, very light color for me right now. And again, it's just a really full coverage foundation. I do not reach for full coverage foundations, especially right now. So I made some marks. So you can see where I was. Sorry, it's just on a little piece of paper, but that's about all I have to go on. I really did not use that much, which is surprising that I hadn't, because I used this up a ton, especially when I was trying to finish up another product in here. There's so much in here. Like, you don't need a lot to really cover up anything on your face. You need the smallest amount. So we're still working on this. This is probably the slowest moving product in my collection at this point, just because I'm not even the color to wear it right now. So that is a really, really frustrating thing for me. Next up is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Now, I brought this in a little while ago. I can't quite remember when I brought it in, but I've made good progress on this. There's some major pans showing. Again, I think if I continue with regular use of this, I should finish it up in no time. I haven't reached for it pretty much at all the month of August so far. Not for any real reason. I just kind of forgot that it was in my collection because it is a mini size, so I always notice my minis get forgotten about a lot easier, but I do have good progress in it so far, so hopefully within the next month or so I can either finish it up or make some more progress. Next we have the Stila Stay All Day Lip Liner. This is the new one that I added to the collection. This is the pink Moscato lip liner. This is so incredibly dry. This one feels way drier than the Marsala shade that I had. I really haven't been using it at all, really. I do have a mark on it, and it actually looks like it had gone somewhere. So here is where we started on June, and then that's where we are now. So there is some progress. It's slow going. It's slow going. I mentioned it before, I don't like twist up lip liners. I will never ever buy another twist up liner again. It dries up too fast. This is too uncomfortable, and just the shade in general is too cool toned and too pink for me, especially right now. I think once the fall time hits and my tan wears off a little bit, it would be a much easier color to wear, but I tried. I used it quite a bit over the last 2 months. It's just taking a long time. And for this next one is the same reason for the pink Moscato lip liner. This is the Shining Peach shade in my L'Oreal Colorise Shine lipstick. It's essentially the same color as the pink Moscato lip liner. This is just in like a glossy lip formula. Again, it's a really cool tone pink lip. I don't wear them that often. It does look very strange on my skin tone at the moment. Minimal progress was made on it. I can show you the line so you can see where we are on August 2021 and where we were on June 2021. So again, it's really not a lot of progress being made, but at least it is some progress. Sorry I don't have a better way of showing my marks right now. This is just the easiest way for me to like not worry about it and to not lose things. Next up is almost done. Next product is almost done, almost there. It is my Covergirl Lid Lockup. It's an eye primer. I do not like this eye primer. I find it very difficult to blend eyeshadow on top of it, and I don't necessarily notice it doing a better job over my other primers on keeping the natural color of the eyeshadows that you're using. I took the stopper out of it. I don't know if I did that in my last update or not with this, but the stopper is pretty much out. And I really only have the amount that I have left on the wand there. And it's really hard to see like the inside of this, obviously. But I mean, I can scrape out pretty much all the product that's left. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, by next update, this will be gone. Because I really don't like this stuff at all. I don't recommend anyone getting it. This one is exciting. This is the Ebates Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. I put this in my project pan when I finished up one of my last, I put this in my project pan last update. I had a few shadows panned on this already, but I made major progress. I'll have to look back and maybe put a still image up here of how the palette looked before I started really like digging in and using it. My goal was to hit pan on 3 more eyeshadow shades, and either I did it or I almost did it. This is what my palette looks like now. So I finished these 3, 4 up top in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4 I put pan in. And then I put pan in the gold and this shade right here. I cannot remember exactly which ones I panned. I know I had pan on these two already, and I'm pretty sure I had pan on the pink. I cannot remember if I hit pan in this already, but if I didn't hit pan in it, I hit it pretty much right after that video and shortly followed with these two. I'm doing so good at hitting pan in this palette. I think I want to continue. If I already hit my goal, I was going to take it out of the project, but I think I'm going to keep it in and continue seeing if I can hit pan in a couple more shades, because I'm really close to hitting pan in Venetian Red. I don't know how deep you can see. And then Cypress Umber, the dark brown, I'm getting really close to hitting pan in as well. So I really want to focus on continuing using this. I've hit pan in 6 shades. I want to continue. I'd love to see by next update that I've hit pan in Venetian Red and Cypress Umber. That would be awesome. But yeah, I mean, even if I could hit pan in Antique Bronze, but I think that's kind of pushing it a little bit, although I do love that shade. But yeah, that's my update on my eyeshadow palette. I was shocked. I did not expect that I would have done that, and I really didn't use this too often. I just did a lot of like 1 or 2 shadow looks, and that's how I ended up hitting pan in all of these shimmers and mattes. So yeah, this is so exciting, you guys. I finally finished up my Josie Maran Vibrancy Fluid Foundation. It is totally gone. I can't even pump a little, oh, of course, now when I pump it, some shit came out. Like, I'm literally pumping and nothing's coming out. But the first pump I did, I got a huge glob of foundation, of course. So again, this is the same reasoning as to why I'm having so much trouble in hitting pan in my, oh, hold on. So that is what that foundation looks like. This could have literally been another face of foundation. It just, I've been trying to pump so much out of this just to get a little swatch of what the color would look like. And of course, a huge glob came out. This is done. It's been taking me forever to try and finish this up. I'm not even gonna try anymore. I'm not gonna twist the cap off. I'm not doing any of that. She's done. Donezo. This took me forever to finish for the same reason that the Hourglass Stick Foundation is. It's a really not a good shade match right now, and it's very full coverage. So it's the same lines as that Hourglass one. I'm so glad this is out of my collection. You have no idea. Last time I was trying so hard to try continually using this, and I stated how like maybe by next update, if I don't use this at all, I'm just going to pitch it. I didn't have to do that because I finished it. So I'm very happy by that. Hallelujah. So happy. Next product I also finished up as well, and this came as a surprise to me. It is the Makeup Forever Loose HD Powder. This was the never-ending powder. If you want to get bang for your buck, get this powder. This took me forever. I even have, where was I? 8/21, the beginning of 8/21, the beginning of this month, I put a little line at the very bottom here. And I just used this a few more times to set my whole face within the month of August, this month that I'm filming, and I ended up finishing it up. There is a very small amount left, but it's so small in the way that the like mesh center is. I can't get it out. I don't care. I'm happy I'm done with it. It actually, surprisingly, the last few months, I really enjoyed using this. It's a really super microfine powder. It really just blurs your skin. It looks beautiful from far away, on photos, on video. I really enjoyed using this, but I am happy it's out of my collection. This is the oldest powder in my collection, so I'm happy it's gone. Is this godforsaken Makeup Revolution liquid liner. I use it maybe twice in 2 months. I freaking hate this stuff. It's so awful. I think I said by the end of summer, if I don't use any more of it, that I'm just gonna pitch it. And I think I'm gonna stick with that because I literally hate reaching for this. It is the worst, the worst. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I have a lot of magnetic lashes now, and it comes with black liquid liner. So why would I like try to continue using this if I have that stuff and it works a million times better, and I can wear my false lashes with it, and it's easy to remove. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to the end of August. It is almost the end of August, but again, if I don't finish this by September, I'm just gonna get rid of it because it's awful. I absolutely hate it. Next up are my two Essence brow gels. I only have one to show you guys right now. Again, the packaging isn't see-through, so you're not going to see a difference. I can't find my second one. I know it's somewhere in one of my bags. I just can't find it because I've been using it and taking it on vacation with me when I travel. Both of them are getting really low, so that's good. So I am hoping by next update, both of these will be gone. I have it in my brows today, and it actually does look really nice. At least I think it does. So yeah, we're getting there. We're making good progress. Something else that I'm slowly using up, it is taking a while. I do forget that I have it, and it's the Covergirl Lash Serum. I've talked about this a bunch. It's just, it's not the best. It really does nothing for my lashes, and I think that's why I keep forgetting to use this, especially on like no makeup days when that should be the easiest day for me to try and use it up. But slow going, still in here. Hopefully soon it won't be. The next product is one that I finished up, and it's the Lancome Sil Booster XL. This is a lash primer. I totally finished it up. It's honestly one of my favorite lash primers. I don't need one at the moment. I still have one from Covergirl that I'm going to try and use up, and I actually enjoy that one a lot, but this one does a lot more lengthening for me. So I do think when I finish that Covergirl one that I will repurchase this. But another product down, that should be product number 3 in this product pan that I finished up this round. Next up again is really good progress made, and that is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour powder blush in the shade Concept. This is what it's looking like. I have this on today. It is really thin on either side right here. I mean, super thin. I'm either waiting for it to break or just turn into dust. I haven't decided if I want to repan it, so like, you know, crush it up and repress it. I haven't decided yet. This is surprisingly taking me longer than I ever expected to finish a blush, but I've only ever finished one other blush, and that was from Wet n Wild. So yeah, I have a lot of blushes in my collection, so it's important for me to want to finish this guy. So we're getting there. It's a good pan though. I've got some good pan going on. I'm really proud of it so far. Next up, again, this is a product that has some slow progress to it. It's my Smashbox Contour Stick. This is only in my project pan because I just want to try and finish it up. and I have made some progress on it. So this is the progress. That top one was from June, and then this bottom line here is from August, right before I sat down to film this. So I have made about a 1/4 inch, I'd say, of progress. It's a really dark contour color, so it's really hard for me to even just remember to use it because it's not how I use makeup anymore. It's slow progress, but again, it is progress, so I'm just gonna keep pushing at it. I think I'm gonna try and use this a different way. I think before I even use foundation, like I'm gonna do my primer, and then I think I'm gonna go in around the perimeter of my face, my neck, and actually like the whole way up my nose and underneath my brow bones. I'm gonna try and use this product that way to really give a more like natural contour look underneath any foundation that I use. So hopefully that helps with me finishing up this product too. So this is a really good project pan. I haven't filmed it for 2 months, so I've really been using a lot of these products religiously. And next up is the 2 Kokie Be Bright concealers. This is the correct concealer in the shade yellow. This is light, shade light. You can see more of a progress on this one. So that right there is my old line. I'm gonna put a new one on now before I forget. All right, so that new line right there is probably where I'm at. And it's so funny. I feel like I have to be a little bit lower than that, but that's where it's showing. I feel like I've used so much of this, so I don't know, we'll see. Again, it's really hard to tell on this one. I can barely see anything. I feel like I'm about right there. So again, so close to being finished. There's 0.21 fluid ounces in these, so they're about average for amount of concealer you'll get. It's just taking me a while. I don't know why. It's a really thin liquidy formula, so that I feel like that's the only reason why it's taking me forever, but it's one of my favorite formulas too. So I'm okay with this taking a while because I do really like the formula of this product. All right, next up is also a finished product. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This was in the shade 6 Warm. I finished it up. I was actually mixing this with the Josie Maran foundation, and that's how I ended up finishing both of these. That way wasn't too bad. The finish was a little better with adding this, and the color was also better when adding this to it. It's very full coverage still. It's just nowhere near as dewy as that one. So I am finally finished with this. Charlotte Tilbury did send me a full size of this, and I should be getting it within the next few days. So it kind of stinks. Like I finished a foundation and I'm just getting another one put back in my collection. So it's like a double-edged sword because I'm trying to get rid of product and use it up, and I'm getting more sent to me, but the other side of the sword is I really actually did like this foundation, so I'm kind of glad to have it back in my collection. This is product number 4 this round that I finished. All right, guys, this is slow moving too. Actually, it's less slow moving than I expected. Okay, so this is the Marc Jacobs lip gloss in the shade Sugar Sugar. You can see where my mark was, and that's probably about where I am now. So I'm making some progress. I definitely think it's starting to go expired, and it's just also a shade I'm not wearing that often, but the last like 4 weeks I have actually worn this quite a bit, so I'm getting down there. I'm happy. It's just a deluxe size, but I did pay for it, so I want to use it up. I want to get these lip glosses that I don't use out of my collection so I can really enjoy the ones that I like. Okay, the last 2 products that I am going to share with you guys, I've used up both of them. This product I had just put in the project 2 months ago on the last update. It is my Kylie Cosmetics Dolce K matte liquid lipstick. It's done, so I finished it. I kind of knew I was going to finish it soon, which was why I wanted to put it in this project, because I wanted to actually finish it. It's dry. It's all dried out because it's been used up, and then whatever is left in here isn't enough to keep it of a liquid consistency. It's dried up, it's thick now, so you can't even really get like a nice looking swatch necessarily. It's a very, very thick color. It's one of my favorite colors. But she came out with her new formula after she sold her company, so I'm interested to see how much better her new formula is compared to this one, because this is her OG formula. This is like the liquid lipstick from 2016, so a lot has changed since then. This is product number 5 from this update that I finished. And last but not least is my Milk Kush mascara. I did not like this. I'm glad it's gone. I would never purchase a full size of this. It's very, very volumizing, which is like a good thing, especially if that's something that you need, but it flakes a ton, especially when you're trying to layer it up on your top lashes, and it transfers a lot for me when I have it on my bottom lashes. So this just isn't the type of formula that jives well with me. The only thing I did like about this mascara was the fat wand. It's a really nice wand. I really love the wand, but that was really the only thing I liked about this formula, so I'm glad it's gone. That is product number 6 from this update that I had finished, and total products I have finished. I finished 16 products so far. Let me see. And the amount of original products that I have left are, I only have 7 original products left from this project pan, and I want to say, let me look. I want to say 4 out of those 7 I can easily finish by next update, because I think the concealers could possibly be gone by then, and then definitely the brow gels. So I'm making really good progress. This is the end of summer. This is 8 months into this project pan, and I finished 16 products. I only have 7 left from the original 21 I had. I'm really proud of myself. Really proud. It's a lot here. It's a lot to take in. So this round, I don't really know if I want to add anything. I'm really like stuck in a pickle because I'm trying really hard to focus on the products that I have in my project pan right now, especially those core 7, the original 7 that I have left. So I don't really want to put anything else in the project that would take away from me trying to finish those. So yeah, I think this time, this update, I'm not adding anything else in. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to continue to finish more products that are not in my project pan, because I can tell you right now, I have 2 mascaras open that I could finish by next update, possibly even another concealer, maybe another lip product or 2. There are other things I have in my collection that I really could end up finishing. I just, like I said, I don't want to take away from the ones that I have in the project pan, if that makes sense. So I think I'm going to stop it here. This was a really awesome update for me. I'm so proud of myself. I have gotten rid of so much stuff. I actually just filmed a empty products video, my trash video, so I'll link it up top in the cards if you guys want to check that out. You'll see the products that I talked about today that I used up, plus a ton of other things, skincare, hair care, body care, and a lot more makeup. So if you're interested, go check it out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.